Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Well, the city... And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So that'll back him up 5. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the second round, not the first round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back to throw here. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week: 15 carries, 65 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. That's complete right around the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
second and goal from the 6 this time. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Dixon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
What was that, man?
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
B.C. Johnson. A gain of 9. Brings up second down.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Cook. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Just past midfield.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Vikings send out their punter. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. $39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Rudolph. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 48.
Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Vikings.
Those are the numbers from Rudolph from last week's game. 4 catches, 66 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. On the Seahawks 13-yard line.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
B.C. Johnson.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
They try again with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Carson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
A loss of 7.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
Complete 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings 12-yard line.
Here's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try to run with Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
7.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It's a gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They run it with Carson. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Carson.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
14-yard.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses, and Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, it's Carson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. 17.
Vikings 7.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously, the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
There on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Cousins to throw it. But quickly to Thielen here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did Division III football to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
His 48-yard line.
from just shy of midfield. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Dalvin Cook.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Chris Carson trotting back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Reed returning. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
He was tackled.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A throw complete to Dorsett. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Vikings.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. A first down throw for Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
To number 30.
Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Sam Sloman for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Here's Reed. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
DK Metcalf, incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Will go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute, but first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 28-7, your final score. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. 31-28, the final score. And one final game to highlight. We wrap things up on Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing, Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Cousins pass.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf, and when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. but as his rookie season progressed, they added more and more to his plate. Now at times, with his size, his speed, and ability to catch the ball downfield, he looks downright unstoppable.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the delay, here's Carson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now the third-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run.
Dixon,
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Irv Smith Jr. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU, and Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is his ability to play the ball in the air, and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
At the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings
on second down at 4. Cousins, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Carson. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and
back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Chris Carson. Incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here.
A 30-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good.
Kick is good.
And that will add 3 more to their lead and pushes it up to 6.
Vikings 21.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points. And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Complete to BC.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They run. Cook.
48-yard line.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Vikings.
Play fake. Cousins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Draw play. Cousins to Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the play.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this 3rd quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when we
he
were
got
kids?
the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There's always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine. All right? They brought the carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, and been reading the Surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Pass intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Minnesota now ready for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
hands to Dalvin.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Midfield. A gain of 5 brings up
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's
Cousins now from the 50. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's looking sharp here so far in the third quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. You know, came out, springing his legs, little pep in his step, and he's taken off and running really well in the third quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come. Some guys, they're happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way it's going to go. He's taking advantage of it in this one, though.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back to throw now on first down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Complete to Greg Olsen.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Sometimes I wonder, partner, what it would be like to just do a bar graph for all the players in the NFL to see where they came from in college to where they are in the NFL. And Danielle Hunter, a guy with less than 10 sacks in his college career at LSU, is now